Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. 2025 Honda CB450 is a fresh entry into that long-standing tradition, a machine that doesn't try to shout for attention with gaudy graphics or flamboyant exhaust notes. Instead, it whispers confidence with every detail, every curve, and every revolution of the crank. This isn't just another mid-displacement naked. It's Honda's quiet revolution in the modern classic segment, blending retro ethos with present-day functionality. Let's get into why this bike matters. From the first glance, the CB450 feels familiar yet refreshingly new. It carries that unmistakable CB silhouette, the teardrop tank, the upright stance, the clean lines, but there's a modern crispness to it all. The tank is sculpted, not bulky, and gently slopes into a slim, tuck-and-roll style seat that seems inspired by cafe racers and commuter bikes at once. Minimalism is the game here. No frills. No bloated plastic. Just a raw, mechanical honesty that appeals to both purists and new riders alike. The round LED headlight, flanked by clean aluminum forks, gives it a retro charm, while the digital instrument cluster inside maintains the modernity required for today's riders. Now under that timeless bodywork lies a brand new 451 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. This mill is the heart of the CB450's appeal. Honda has tuned it to deliver smooth, linear power across the rev range. It's not about blistering speed, it's about rideability. Peak power is around 45 horsepower, with torque sitting close to 43 Newton meters. But figures don't tell the whole story here. The beauty of this engine lies in its accessibility. It pulls cleanly from low RPMs, doesn't intimidate in traffic, and still rewards you when you twist the throttle out on open roads. Mated to a slick 6-speed gearbox, shifting is buttery, and the addition of a slipper clutch makes aggressive downshifts drama-free. Honda's new assist slipper system on this bike also reduces lever effort, a blessing in city riding. In motion, the CB450 is as composed as it is forgiving. Its lightweight steel diamond frame provides a stable yet flickable chassis. Tipping the scales at around 175 kilograms wet, it feels light between the legs, ideal for navigating tight urban corners or carving through a twisty backroad. The telescopic front forks and twin-shock rear suspension are tuned for comfort, with a hint of sporty stiffness. It's not a track weapon, but it doesn't wallow under pressure either. Feedback from the chassis is excellent, and even on uneven tarmac or patchy asphalt, the suspension handles itself with grace. It's the kind of ride that invites you to stay in the saddle longer, whether you're on a weekend cruise or your daily office run. Stopping power comes from a 320mm disc up front with a dual piston caliper and a 240mm rear disc, both backed by dual-channel ABS. The braking setup is progressive and strong enough for enthusiastic riding. ABS calibration is tuned more for safety than sport, which makes sense for a bike that targets a wide spectrum of riders. The tires, 110 section up front and 150 at the rear, are grippy enough for spirited rides but don't compromise on daily usability. The 17-inch wheels keep handling agile, and Honda's decision to go with mid-range rubber here is practical, cost-efficient, and suited for the bike's character. But beyond just its mechanics, what really sets the CB450 apart is the experience it creates. Honda's refinement game is top tier, and this bike is no exception. The engine is vibe-free at cruising speeds. The gearbox clicks like clockwork. The throttle is precise but not twitchy. Ergonomics are spot on. Slightly rear-set pegs with a wide handlebar give you a commanding yet comfortable posture. It's a seating triangle that welcomes new riders and doesn't tire out veterans. The digital dash is compact but informative, showing your speed, gear position, fuel level, trip meters, and even average fuel consumption. Bluetooth connectivity is absent here, a controversial choice, perhaps, but it adds to the simplicity the CB450 is going for. This isn't a tech-heavy machine. There's no ride-by-wire, no selectable ride modes, and no traction control. What you get is pure, unfiltered motorcycling. And that's a breath of fresh air in a world of increasingly computerized riding experiences. One area where Honda does sneak in some modernity, though, is in its overall build quality and design execution. The switchgear feels premium. The paint finish is rich. The welding on the frame is neat and consistent. The CB450 is available in 3 tasteful colorways: a deep graphite black, a warm metallic red, and a classy silver with gold accents that feel straight out of a vintage garage. These aren't loud colors, but they turn heads. People notice this bike, not because it's screaming for attention, but because it radiates quiet confidence. Fuel efficiency is another highlight. The CB450, thanks to its efficient twin and lightweight, returns close to 30 to 33 kmpl in mixed riding conditions. Combine that with a 15-liter fuel tank, and you've got a range that'll make you forget where the next petrol station is. Whether you're a student looking to save on fuel or a weekend explorer chasing empty roads, the CB450 won't bleed your wallet dry. And speaking of wallets, let's talk price. In the Indian market and select Southeast Asian regions where the CB450 is seeing strong interest, the expected price hovers around 2.9 Indian rupees to 3.1 Indian rupees lakh ex-showroom, placing it squarely in competition with the Royal Enfield Hunter 450, the KTM 390 Duke, and even the Yamaha R3 in some cases. But Honda's pitch here is different. It's not selling aggression. It's selling balance. While KTM gives you performance and Royal Enfield gives you charm, Honda offers reliability, everyday usability, and a design that won't go out of fashion anytime soon. And that's the final piece of the CB450 puzzle. This bike is engineered to be timeless. It's not trying to win the horsepower war or be the flashiest tool in the shed. It's designed to be that one bike you'll keep for years, the one you won't need to upgrade from unless you really want to. The one that starts every morning, that doesn't complain in traffic, and that still puts a smile on your face when you crack the throttle wide open. That's the CB philosophy, and the 450 executes it to perfection. So, who is the 2025 Honda CB450 for? It's for the daily commuter who wants something stylish but practical. It's for the weekend rider who values mechanical purity over tech gimmicks. It's for the returning motorcyclist who wants a hassle-free yet engaging ride. And most importantly, it's for the new generation of riders, people just getting into biking, who need something approachable, friendly, but still soulful. The CB450 doesn't pretend to be the fastest, or the most aggressive, or even the most feature-rich. It just wants to be your favorite motorcycle. In a world obsessed with extremes, the CB450 finds its strength in moderation. It's a reminder that motorcycling isn't just about specs and screens, it's about the connection between man and machine. About the feel of a perfect shift. About carving a clean line through a corner. About watching the world go by from behind a softly buzzing engine. Honda has always understood that better than most. And with the CB450, they've proven that sometimes, less really is more. If you're looking for a bike that doesn't just get you from point A to B, but becomes a part of your daily rhythm, a bike that fits into your life without demanding too much in return, then this one might just be it. The 2025 CB450 is more than a motorcycle. It's a statement. Not loud, but lasting. So if you've been waiting for a machine that offers true Honda DNA in a modern, middleweight, everyday package, your wait might be over. The CB badge is back and it's better than ever.